Please, make yourselves at home. The tea is brewing and it will do us all good. Madame, I presume you're a thaumaturge?
Salam alaikum.
Hopefully. For the time being, I'll assume we all have good intentions.
As for me, you have nothing to worry about, sir.
I trust her.
That's enough for me. Let's not waste time. Do not mistake this somber moment for one of peace. This isn't the calm before the storm. We're in the eye of the storm. Time is scarce, the risk is great, and the consequences will be irreversible. I trust you've got the Black Grimoire already.
I got my father's grimoire back. It was where we both expected it to be.
Have you studied it yet?
I've browsed through it. My father somehow managed to conceal the meaning behind written words. I can feel that it's there, but it keeps slipping away.
I think the combination of our powers might solve your problem.
Can you tell me what we're talking about exactly?
Before he died, Stanisław Szulski created a hypothesis upon which he tried to use the full potential of Thaumaturge's mental bond.
You mean peeking inside each other's heads? That is not arcane knowledge.
Szulski believed that connected Thaumaturges could share their powers.
It's still just a hypothesis. How can we verify it?
Only through an experiment, I presume.
What do you think threatens us?
You're a wanted fugitive, so detainment, interrogation, and probably the noose. And you, miss.
The noose. They won't waste time interrogating me.
Why don't we move on from doubts to solutions?
The solution is to combine all of our individualities. Separately, we're all too weak. But if we form a pact, its consequences might reverberate throughout Russia, possibly even all of Europe. Who knows, maybe that way we could save not only our own necks.
What about Wanda? Aren't you afraid she'll seek revenge?
Yes, and that revenge will push her to extreme measures. But what we're trying to build might save her from downfall. It's one of the reasons that time is of the essence.
Let's not waste any more time. What else do we need to form such a pact?
First of all, a fourth member. I trust you know someone else we could use.
The only one that comes to mind is Ariel Rofe.
He crossed my mind too. Do you think he could be useful with the reputation he has? He hasn't shown up at the Ruzhitz much lately.
Do you know where I could find him, if not at the bazaar?
I know he used to live somewhere in the heart of Mirov. Maybe there.
The bizarre Thaumaturge.
Do you know him well?
Not personally. People talk about him in the neighborhood. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Don't give it too much thought. Needless trouble.
I'll bring him here. At least I'll try.
There's one more thing. That Folje who healed you.
How do you think I should resolve this situation?
It would be most imprudent to let such suspicious people inside your mind for too long. Any carelessness may cost all of us dearly. If you're still bound to him somehow, I'm afraid you'll have to end it.
Yes. Tell him it's not him, it's you, and so on. Remember, this is no longer a question of only your noggin.
Madame, the tea is ready. I have to go down now. Good luck, Victor.
Did you come to check on me?
Would that be wrong?
Your resistance girlfriend won't mind. It's a rhetorical question.
What actually convinced you to run away with me?
A woman without secrets becomes vulnerable.
Let me guess.
Surprise me.
I think it's hard not to be impressed by me.
I'm mostly impressed with your sense of humor.
What are your impressions after meeting our host?
Do you trust no one, or are you just being polite?
I just wanted to know your opinion. If what we are planning here is going to work, you'll have to trust us at some point.
I'm not sure if he's a good Feldchair, but he seems to be an experienced Thaumaturge. And it's not easy for me, but I think I would trust him. Not that I have any choice.
Who is Sarah Rivkin?
You saw my files at Konieczkin's. Sarah Rivkin is none of your business.
All right.
Do you have any other personal questions?
I'll come back later.
Sure.
Intriguing.
Wasze dokumenty.
Pardon?
What don't you understand? Documents.
What is it? Can't one take a walk anymore?
Niet. Not with that book. Documents. I won't say it again.
Ryadovoy Streltsov, I'll take over. Documents, or are you deaf? Show them to me and you can be on your way.
Why so nervous, officer? If it's papers you want to see, I'll show you. I've nothing to hide.
He's a magician, Captain.
What, am I blind? I can see he's a magician, but he's not the one. Show Harsho. You can go. Just watch yourself.
Who is the Tsar's army actually looking for on the streets?
Not you. A terrorist and a fugitive from the Citadel. Go now. I've got my eye on you. Streltsov, reinforcements are needed on Bzetska. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
The things people come up with.
You made it, my friend. Wonderful.
About what happened in the church. Did you get what you'd hoped for?
Yes, although bloodshed was not part of my plan. But apparently, such was God's will. But I'm sure we saved an innocent soul because God is with me. I have the power to heal. Time will tell, of course.
Why didn't you help me when they locked me up in the Citadel?
God is my witness. Did I not send Lazarev to find you? Did they ask you anything during your captivity?
I didn't say anything against you, if that's what worries you.
It's good to know I can still count on your loyalty. It's good that you're here. That God guided you to me again.
What's the occasion? Do you want to thank me for something again?
Not today. Today, all of you gathered at this table are equally important. I want to celebrate you with this humble supper. I hope you'll join us.
Did you invite the press?
My sermon must have made quite an impression on her. Good.
Tell me more about this occasion.
What do you want to know?
The corner near the brothel. It was cozier at the Nadarzyńskis.
But today, we wouldn't all fit. Look around and see how many believers we've gained.
Are you saying that they were attracted by the miracle at the church?
Of course, and a brothel is as good a place as any other. Better even. Here, lust trumps propriety, and nakedness is a symbol of truth. We're celebrating truth here today. Truth in community.
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this supper. To what purpose?
I wanted to meet, to talk, to show my gratitude to those of you who have persevered on the path of truth, and stand with me, despite adversity. Bless you.
Who can I expect to see at this supper?
It's difficult to mention everyone. My flock keeps growing, but people are different. Strong, wise, weak, dumb. Some stumble and never get back up. They will be missed today. I pray for their souls. What's important is that you came back.
That will do.
So, will you join us now?
Grigori, we have to talk.
That sounded serious. And one should sit down before discussing serious matters. Perhaps during supper. Will you join me?
All right, I'll stay. And what do you plan to do after supper?
God created a world and placed a beautiful garden within it in the east. Then, he placed a man there. The plan is for us to meet in paradise as well, because there we will get that which we deserve, my friend. No more, no less. Do you recall our conversation over your father's grave, when I asked who you feel you are? You did not know the answer then, but now you must make a decision. Soon, I'll be able to give you anything you want. That is enough for me.
We are making a deal here, Grigori. I'm interested in the results.
Amen. We'll talk more about the future soon, my friend. But my bladder's calling. And Victor, I am telling you now before it happens, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he.
Water! People, give me water!
Is he dead? He's dead!
I've got you. It's okay. Is this what death is like? An infinite void? Where am I? Is this hell? Well, I could have seen it coming.
I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
And the teacher said, Victor, is there right here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Cozy.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
I'm the head of this family, and I deserve respect. You'll put me in an early grave. This is the end. You've lost. Did you not hear what I said? This is the end.
Leave me alone.
Be careful. Regularly fed pride is a powerful tool, but it may prove troublesome during the trial.
What trial? Is this some sort of court? Barbarit.
Yes, a trial over the conscience of Viktor Shulsky.
Of what do I stand accused?
And what weighs on your conscience? A clay colossus. A beautiful, destructive force.
The threat you visited upon us.
Yes. And do you understand why? Good. So you understand that every victory requires sacrifice. And the end only justifies the means. Ultimately, the golem rests at your side, correct?
Yes, I made the right decision, and I won't change my mind.
What about Lygia? It's your fault. But pride made you tear the ambition from your sister. You have so many flaws already. What use do you have for another one? Your sister will never be the same again. The defendant stands by his words. Good. Go on.
Enough. Starting now, we're doing things my way. Release me.
You're in charge here, remember? If you wish to skip the trial, it will be so. Are you ready to hear the verdict?
I want to hear the verdict.
What do you think the trial has revealed?
The fact that I can bend the rules of any game because I'm a Thaumaturge.
And you think that's the way it should be?
Yes. I would be a fool if I didn't live up to my potential. It's what makes me special.
The verdict is guilty. Guilty of self-involvement, suppressing his conscience, and breaking others at will. Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This cannot end like this.
And it won't end until you begin on one of the paths. This is the only way you can atone for your transgressions.
Are you talking about Rasputin and the coterie?
There may be other paths available. Which one do you prefer?
What do you want to tell me?
That you can reach the world, following paths less trodden. Does it surprise you? After all, you can play against the rules. But now, focus on what's in front of you. So? Why Rasputin? Did he even survive?
We both benefit from this deal. Besides, I owe him my life. He helped me when others failed, including you.
Then you reject what was meant for you. You reject your father's way. Are you happy with events taking this course?
No, that's not what I want.
So, remember what it is you're feeling now, when the time for the trial comes.
And you? What would you do in my place?
I died beneath that tenement house. What you see is an embodiment of your pride, conscience, or doubts. Those are the things you're arguing with. You don't. You are your own worst enemy. Go now.
Let's meet in paradise, the garden near the fountain. You are Peter, a rock, and upon this rock I will build my church. and all the powers of hell shall not prevail against it. I have an idea who the author is, but I don't know how it's possible. I have no idea where to look for this paradise and garden. I'll think about this later. Ligia?
Christ, don't sneak up on me like that. How do you feel?
You took care of me. Thank you.
Forget it, I wouldn't have managed it on my own. Grażynka helped me. Are you sure you don't want to rest some more?
Did someone come here when I was asleep? Did we have any visitors?
Apart from myself, Uncle, and Grażynka, I didn't let anyone in. The streets are not safe. Why do you ask?
I found an unusual letter on the nightstand about a garden of paradise.
What letter? The only garden that's being talked about now is the one at Dolinka Szwajcarska. The Tsar and his entourage are planning to have a garden party in a park there.
Would you use the phrase garden in the east to describe Dolinka?
In the east? Dolinka is south of here. The only eastern thing about it is its guests.
What is this party at Dolinka Szwajcarska?
The Tsar is celebrating his son's birthday.
Is everything all right? You look concerned.
That's because I am. Whatever is happening on the streets right now, it scares me.
Is that why you unearthed Papa's musket? Does it still work?
Just now I thought I would find out. Before you woke up, they shot a man on our street. He crawled away somewhere, but he was bleeding so badly. The entire city has gone insane. The Governor General has closed the borders and isn't letting anyone leave. People have barricaded themselves in their homes.
Maybe the Russians are waiting for us to kill each other ourselves. And they may be right.
Only madmen roam the streets now.
I won't let you get hurt as long as I live. I promise.
In that case, I wonder how long it will last. Did you intend to inform me that you escaped from the Citadel?
I've just risen from the dead. Besides, I didn't want to bother you. At least until I came up with a solution.
And how is that going?
I'm considering a few options. Give me some time.
I'm just worried about you. Besides, I guess I'm most worried about Grażynka right now.
Where is Grażynka?
She left to get some supplies. It's hard to buy anything now, but she left yesterday and still hasn't come back. Maybe she just had to hide somewhere and is waiting.
Do you know if anything happened to the store?
I didn't even want to try to get in there to check. You shouldn't go there right now.
This chaos in the city. How long has it been going on?
3 days. Uncle brought you here, half dead, 3 days ago. Do you know what day it is?
Hold on.
The last day of summer.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you.
You have risen from the dead. That has to be enough for me. At least until Christmas. Grażynka.
I thought I'd find you in worse health. I see you once again managed to avoid the consequences of your decisions. I'm afraid I must put a stop to this. You are under arrest for taking part in a conspiracy against the Tsar and engaging in terrorism. You'll also be held accountable for escaping from the Citadel and for your active support of the Socialists, the enemies of the Empire. Your brother didn't bother to mention that, Miss Lygia? You'll be coming with us, Mr. Shulsky.
Try and force me, Chief.
Why do you torment our family? What are you hoping to get out of it? And how the hell did you get the keys to our house?
Dear Lygia, please try to understand that it was your brother who brought these dark clouds down upon your family. I'm just trying to disperse them without bloodshed. If you don't resist, I give you my word that no harm will come to your sister. Shall we?
You are leaving. Straight to hell, you son of a bitch. If you think you'll take me away from my own home, you are mistaken. No, Chief. We'll finish this here.
I didn't receive an invitation, so I decided to drop in on my own. After all, today is a Shulsky family holiday.
Mr. Niedzits, Warsaw will get rid of 2 pests today.
We seem to have some unfinished business.
Get in line.
I'll gladly watch. And because they'll probably botch the job, I just might finish it for them. My way.
I won't beg for mercy, if that's what you were hoping for.
I had a feeling these incompetent blockheads wouldn't finish the job. It's a good thing I loaded my gun today.
You've just been presented with an opportunity to return to the path of righteousness, Mr. Nienjitz. Perhaps you'll...
Shut up, ghoul! Friendship is dying here.
Abauritse, what are you doing?
You should ask yourself. You're not there when I need you. You despise my coffee, and you still owe me 5 rubles. Is this supposed to be friendship, or what?
Not now.
Did I choose the wrong moment? Fine. I'll wait.
Will you leave my fresh corpse to your sister as a gift? Blood soaks into stone for many long years. A unique birthday gift. Yes, you're a born murderer after all. What are you waiting for?
I'm not waiting.
The Shulsky family. We'll never be squared up now. You owe me a debt because I won't give you up. Unless you force me to. Curtain call. Nienjitz exits the stage. Silence follows.
I guess we have to clean up in here.
Yes, it's better that Grażyna doesn't see it when she returns.
Yes. Done. It doesn't even show.
It's as good as it gets. Rest in peace, Chief. You've known me better than anyone for so many years. You were always with me, and you always will be. We have to talk about our future. Any ideas? Do you think Rasputin could have survived? The letter, yes. But it doesn't decide anything. He could have sent it before visiting the brothel. But if he's alive, can we trust him? He may take us to see the Tsar, but what will be the price? I was thinking about our Thaumaturge friends. Who will understand better than him? Apart from you, of course. You're right. We both owe a lot to Rasputin. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be talking now. But his path, even if it does lead to the Romanovs' court, is uncertain. And the price of following it is unknown. Tough choice, isn't it? Let's not waste any more time. Let's see if our bearded monk is even alive. And let's fight for our position on the Tsar's court. I won't be needing this anymore. Farewell, Father. Let's go to paradise. Let's not waste any more time. Let's see if our bearded monk is even alive. And let's fight for our position on the Tsar's court. Let's see if... I need a carriage. Is this one free?
Sir, they want a bribe from me. Help.
Look, Private. This one's even got a book. The brass will be happy. Tell these two about their rights.
You have none. By virtue of the decree on the martial law, you have been classified as suspicious characters. We will escort you to the Citadel.
Unless some sort of a gift convinces us you are innocent.
So this what soldiers of the Russian Empire look like? A bunch of pathetic bribe takers with no honor and no sense of duty.
Suit yourself, magician. We'll see just how much honor you have when you end up in the Citadel. Let's get him. Doesn't have to be in one piece.
Dear sir, I have no idea what you did to them, but today I will drive you for free. We just have to be careful. Some of the districts are cut off by the authorities. Still, today's rides are on me.
The Tsar is about to give his speech, and you're loafing around? Get to work!
No grunt tells me how to be a waiter. Do you want to switch?
Attention, we have an audience. Are you lost, sir? The entrance for guests is on the other side of the park.
I think a uniform like this would suit me.
Then you have to enlist.
There are easier ways.
Are you drunk or what?
We'll be going then. We're kind of a mess.
And we're about to teach you some respect for the uniform.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I haven't been here in a while. I felt something. Where is it? Interesting. Am I a magician or what? Am I a magician or what?
I can't eat anymore. Pass. Well, maybe just a piece of...
Maria?
What? Is it a crime to eat now? Don't pester a pregnant woman, please.
Don't you recognize me?
Oh, it's you. I've been so distracted lately. You know, being with child and all.
Congratulations. Who's the lucky father?
For behold, from henceforth, all generations shall call me blessed. For he that is mighty have done to me great things. Pretty, isn't it? I'll be giving birth to a savior. Grigory loves me more than all of you.
Do you think Rasputin is the father?
A mother knows these things. But why should I explain it to you?
You doubt that Rasputin will make a good father. You feel like he's just using you. This child is an accident. After all, Grigory wasn't happy to hear the news of an heir. You're right to be afraid. You see that his promises appear to offer a paradise sanctuary, but in reality, they're an illusion.
I dread that thought. I will be alone again, against the whole world. So many people hate him. Will his child be hated too?
Save yourself. Forget Grigory.
I'm sorry. I should be going. I don't feel well.
Secrets? Not on my watch.
Shursky, you've had an accomplished military career since our last meeting. You do realize that you're still a wanted man?
I'm here on a mission. I assume you're here for similar reasons.
Rasputin chose me to be the executor of his work.
Where were you when Rasputin was blown up along with Antyaja's brothel?
I was where he had ordered me to be. I don't question it.
And if he told you to organize the explosion, you wouldn't question that either?
This is none of your business, Shursky.
What part of Rasputin's will are you trying to execute here?
I am Yeritel, the Angel of Destiny. I am his sword against false acolytes. Maybe you're one of them.
Will you finally act? Or will you keep barking until you're ordered otherwise? I think I outrank you, so...
I've already received my orders. Rasputin will never forgive you, and when he returns, he will reward me for bringing you to justice, for I am his hammer that smites the witches.
I didn't expect you to show up here. In a Russian uniform, no less.
You seem surprised to see me.
I saw how the explosion swept you away and threw you like a ragdoll. I thought you were dead.
Maybe I rose from the dead.
Don't blaspheme. Only Grigori will experience this miracle. He will return, and with him the hope for chasing away the darkness of an uncertain future. For his grace will be with us. Do you understand?
I see you found your calling in evangelism.
My heart is filled with love, so I preach the good news. Let everyone prepare for Grigori's coming. Everything is possible for those who believe.
From a poor village to high society, all eyes are turned on you today.
I wanted a better life, not applause, and work to help my mama and papa.
And how does standing here in a beautiful dress among the cream of Warsaw society help your parents?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen them in a long time, and they can't write. What I do, that's not important. All is as it must be.
Look around. At first glance you look like the rest of the guests, but you know full well that you don't belong in this world. These people will never accept you as one of their own, and then Rasputin will abandon you. What use does he have for an apostle who is a burden?
I'm not a burden.
Go back to your people. All you'll find here is disappointment and the pain of not being good enough.
I tried. I tried so hard.
I know.
Leave me alone, please.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Well, well. Have you enlisted? I didn't think I would see you again. And yet, here you are.
I might say the same about you. I thought you wouldn't be in the mood for a party.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, death for death.
I know you have a gun and you want to kill Skawan.
I was going to start with Koniechkin, but that coward got rubbed out by some random Geneth. So it's Skawan's turn now. I'll kill him and anyone who gets in my way.
I've got my own plans for the night, and you might upset my apple cart. I'm here with someone who might be able to help establish new borders for Poland. But in order to do that, we must avoid spilling blood.
You mean Rasputin? That false prophet who caused that riot with his words? He's on my list too. Get out of my way or I swear to God there will be 2 dead bodies tonight, not 1.
Friends, today on the birthday of our son and successor, our Father's words show the direction of our thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. We are summoned to reaffirm that power and preserve it for the benefit of the people from any encroachment. Today, as this storm rages in the streets, and evil has penetrated people's souls and settled in them for good.
There. Quiet, Milutka. Nie znaju. Što proizhodjet?
Do not fear. I am with you always, even until the end of the world.
Stay where you are, or I'll send you to hell once more. Wasze Imperatorskoje Величество, he's a dangerous man. There's no telling to whom he sold his soul to be here.
Нет. Grigori Yefimovich Rasputin, я слышала о вас. Come closer, please.
Blessing upon you, Alexei Nikolaevich.
God has brought you back to life to help him.
Это чудо!
God sent me to give you a warning. For years, I had shared my visions, but you wouldn't listen. And 3 days ago, I was sentenced to death. Now I stand before you, a humble servant as God has sent me once again, to save you. If only Vasha Imperatorskoye Velichesvo would care to listen to me.
God bless you, Grigory Yefimovich.
You have our complete attention, Mystic.
This is a great honor for me. But I wouldn't be here today if not for someone special. Show yourself.
I am here to bear witness to Rasputin's miracles. He has snatched me away from the embrace of death, and I believe he will do the same for the Tsarevich. Look, he is standing here before you, even though 3 days ago I was watching him die. This man is a true miracle worker.
And who are you, man?
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Viktor Stanislavovich.
What? Arrest him! He's a fugitive and a terrorist!
Quiet, infidel. This is a converted sinner to whom we should show nothing but mercy. He's a good man and a loyal acolyte. A sinner, but he has redeemed his guilt as he acted on my behalf, trying to protect me from infidels. People like Scowen. Any last word before we become a legend?
Well done. They hang on your every word, especially Tsarina Alexandra.
Her faith is unfaltering, like yours. Thank you for believing in me. Ready to celebrate success?
I'm ready.
And jittery. Am I wrong? Great. So welcome, Tsar Nikolai Romanov's court Thaumaturge. Welcome to the new reality, my friend. The great Russia needs people like him. Powerful and capable Thaumaturges. That kind of power is worth having by your side. I know what I'm talking about.
If the Mystic says so, then so be it. We consider this man's trespasses non-existent. Tsarskoye Cielo will accept the Thaumaturge, if that's your will.
What do you say, my friend?
Your Imperial Majesty, it's an honor. I vow to loyally serve you personally and all of Russia.
So help you, God.
Let us rejoice. The sun has broken through the darkness and shone on all of us today.
For some of us, for the last time. For a free and independent Poland.
Are you busy?
I'm just offering a short prayer. God will forgive. What brings you to me?
I came to say goodbye. I'm leaving.
So suddenly? Even a Rasputitsa won't keep you here?
I'm afraid not. Such an opportunity may not come again.
Would you care to reveal some of the mystery to me?
Manchuria calls to me.
What is it you're going to chase halfway around the world so suddenly?
There is something going on in there that I think may be the work of a powerful salutor.
Your appetite isn't waning. How will you endure the journey back with such pain?
Relax. There are places in the Middle Kingdom that can help me.
Be careful.
Time for me to go. Ride me.
Victor, do me a favor and buy some of their patent medicines for me.
Send me a list. Be well.
Go with God, my friend.
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? I burned the Black Grimoire and deserted those who had counted on me. I chose Rasputin. I chose myself. And the coterie? It never came into being. I suspect its would-be members went their separate ways, and I don't suppose they think fondly of me. Ligia is in St. Petersburg with me. I thought she could start over here, but without her ambition, she has become apathetic and insecure. We talk less and less, and I'm ashamed to admit I prefer it that way. I hardly recognize her. Uncle Sasha is enjoying his longed-for retirement. Sometimes I visit him for a game of chess. I'm yet to win. The circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's death have never been clarified, and hopefully it will stay that way. And what about Abaurice? I've got a letter from him with a detailed description of the torture I will be subjected to should I return to Warsaw. Sounds almost like a challenge. I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. The fisherman of Povishna has not been captured. The locals still find bodies on the riverbanks, but no one is surprised anymore. The neighborhood is falling into a strange kind of apathy. As for the Flying University, the idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells where the rebellious students were locked up. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.